If you have any questions or concerns about this week's episode, please call or text producer Dan at 778-288-9255. Start the party, Dan!
Wait, we played that theme songs live, Gavin.
Hello, friends, idiots, and friends who are also idiots. Welcome to your favorite podcast about social media and rejection. It is Blocked Party. This is episode number 261. I'm John.
I'm Stefan.
And with us is a great guest, returning guest to the program.
A fan favorite.
A fan favorite, no question about it.
Is that true?
His brand new comedy special.
I think it's true.
His brand new comedy special, Progression, is out now on YouTube. Gavin Matts is here.
Hello,
Hi, Gavin.
YouTube.
Hello.
You know what that means? Didn't sell it.
But YouTube is where
Well,
everyone...
I just wanted people to know that they don't have to buy anything to see it. They can just head on over to All Things Comedy's YouTube page. Bingo, Gavin Matts, Progression.
Oh, it is free.
Yeah.
Which means I made no money.
Well,
so,
but isn't it like you got to spend money to make money, they say?
Yeah, exactly.
Sure, that's what they've been telling us. Huh?
How much did you spend, Gavin? How much money did you spend on the special?
Nothing.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So you're not going to...
Yeah.
Well...
So you're not making any money, but you're not losing any money.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kind of zero.
That's pretty good, though. That's better than losing money.
Yeah.
That's true. I have heard about people losing money.
Right?
Like,
Yeah.
you hear about that a lot, in this economy.
Oh, my God. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
we're
it's so
always
crazy
losing
out
money
there.
over here at
Yeah.
BPHQ.
I mean, we are.
Yeah.
I'm
Concert.
so happy to be back, We've had some good times.
We have, yeah.
We've had some great times. We're thrilled to have you back. It feels
Yeah.
like we haven't talked to you in a while. It's got to be at least a year, over a year,
maybe 2-3 years, maybe something like that.
Who
Maybe
knows? I
7
mean, you
years.
move to New York, and it's like you sort of lose track of a guy.
Yeah, I mean, you lose track of yourself being out here in this biggest city.
Of course, yeah.
You know?
I mean, there's so much going on there, right?
I know, but luckily there's lots of buildings, lots of glass. Sometimes you catch a glimpse of yourself. You say, "There I am," rock solid.
Yeah, I'm a guy. I'm a person.
Yeah,
I'm a guy. I'm a human being, and I feel things.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah. What are you feeling? What are you feeling these days?
Oh, I'm feeling really good. I'm drinking one of these.
Ollie Pops.
Oh,
a little prebiotic soda.
that
I
looks
love Ollie
quite
Pops,
nice.
actually.
That looks
now
nice.
it looks like it's a Dr. Pepper ripoff. What do they call it? Dr. Goodwin. Okay.
Dr.
Goodwin.
Do we know
Okay.
why? That's
Not even trying for something like a sound alike to Pepper.
Yeah.
Honestly, I heard about the allegations against Goodwin, and I don't care. The flavor's too good.
Yeah.
I want to see what the stupid reason is, like why they call it Dr.
That's
Goodwin.
a nice can design too, I have to say. I feel like that's sort of like
yeah.
it looks good,
It's
It looks
simple.
nice.
It's non-GMO.
That's wonderful. Yeah.
Wow.
Is the logo on Olipop, is it always the 2 bottle caps, or is that just for Dr. Goodwin?
You know what, Steph? I would have to check another can because
Fair
they're
enough,
on
yeah.
sale. So I got a couple.
Yeah, God. I mean, you guys have great soda selection, great drink selection, great snack selection down there.
It's really all time. You know what I mean? And I know John used to be a big Polar Seltzer guy.
I am, yeah. I live in Calgary Jesus, fuck. I live in Calgary now, though, so I can't go over the border to get it anymore.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
that sucks.
unfortunate.
Yeah, a lot of GMO products over there probably due to that brain fart.
Definitely so true.
Yeah.
I learned a bad fact. It's just named
Okay.
Dr. Goodwin because one of the co-founders of Olipop's name is Ben Goodwin.
Okay.
And he's not a doctor.
Of
so
course not. Yeah.
It's a bullshit.
You guys have the famous bodegas there. Yeah.
Oh, that's true. Bodega culture.
I know about that. It's like a store.
Yeah. There's the bodegas where you can get like food and stuff. That's basically
A
what it
chopped
is.
cheese. A chopped cheese.
Sure, no, but I'm not getting that.
You're not? Because it looks good.
I'm
to
not
me.
getting that. Yeah, the one that's near me is like their kitchen's not open.
Okay.
It's just kind of like the lights are off over there.
Right,
But
right,
they
right.
have really great drinks,
Okay.
Good drink selection. If you need some batteries in a pinch.
There's a cat in there a lot of the time, probably, right?
There's some cats in different ones. Yeah, it's beautiful stuff. You can't see that anywhere else. A cat's in a place. There nowhere else in the world you can find somewhere that has a sandwich.
Yeah, that's New York only, and that's why they call it the Big Apple.
Yeah. That's so cool.
Yeah, it is really cool. We don't have that. Nobody has animals here in Calgary because we're
John does
freeze to death.
Yeah, exactly.
John famously hates pets, though.
John's I do not like pets, but I was just going to say about the bodega cat thing, and I know the bodega cat is like its own thing, so I'm not specifically shitting on that.
Sure.
But way too many people are bringing their dogs into like stores now. Like, fuck off.
You know here we go. I'm going to sit back. I'm going to sit back and listen.
Here. I don't need to see your little piece of shit dog in the aisle at Canadian Tire. You know what I mean? Tie the thing up outside. Be a regular person.
Okay, but what about my dog? You saw the dog that I took the photo with at the beginning of the episode.
What's your dog's name?
Yodi.
That's a great name. Okay, that's a really good name.
And she's a little Pomeranian, and I do understand the not bringing her into store. I would always pick her up, like if I had to, and carry her. But I'm not leaving her outside. Somebody's going to take her.
Of course.
You think someone's going to take her?
She's sexy as hell.
A Pomeranian's getting stolen for sure.
She's literally a beautiful dog. Like, yeah. Come on.
Is that an actual thing that people like steal dogs
purebred
from out front of stores?
I guarantee.
Not these dumb, ugly not like labradoodles. Not these like disgusting excuse for a dog that's just like been made in a lab, like Frankenstein, like a labradoodle.
I would say Pomeranian probably is like a top 3 dog breed that would get stolen if they were tied up outside a store. Like, I think it's that, and it's like a little like Maltese or whatever. It's like the little dogs are the ones.
But it's like if you steal a dog, then you got to take care of it.
No, you sell it. They sell it.
Oh,
yeah. What the hell was that?
So your dog was expensive, Gavin? You're saying?
No, he stole it.
I stole it. Someone left it outside of a store.
Okay, well then that makes sense. If you stole it from outside of a store, it makes sense that you're like, you know what? Maybe I should carry. my dog
someone
inside.
stopped in to get a chopped cheese and look at a cat, and Gavin pounced on Yodi. Yodi is a really good name for a dog. I like that.
Yeah,
that's nice. How old is Yodi?
Yodi's 10.
Wow.
10.
Okay.
10.
That's the thing with Pomeranians. You can't tell. Because I thought like maybe like 2. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Pomeranians just look so sexy into their old age.
Yeah.
Well, she is. I mean, we literally take her on a walk, and a big, kind of big, huge, burly dog walks by her, and he's looking back. He's licking his lips almost. I swear to God, I've seen it. Some big pit bulls just out there.
Gavin, do you follow any of the? Do you know the really like short and squat pit bulls that like there's like the breeder websites and stuff, and like there's like Instagram pages for them, and they're all called like Venom or like Poison.
See, I don't like that.
No, but they're so funny to look at, like the super muscular short pit bulls.
I do like one that has like a big alligator head,
Yeah, let me see if I can.
I don't know what you're talking about. Like they're smaller than a regular pit bull.
They're called like American bullies or like micro bullies or something. Oh, Venom Line is the one I was thinking of.
Venom Line sounds like something that a UFC fan would wear.
I'm linking it right here. Dan, can you bring this up?
Get their ass. Venom Line. That sounds like
that is actually the clothing company that makes the UFC clothes. Now that I think about it,
it is literally called Venom. As I was coming for you, I was agreeing with you.
Here,
it's Venom with a U, though. Very important. It's
this is the one I was thinking of.
V-E-N-U-M.
So they do. If you scroll down, Dan. Well, if you're not logged in,
I hate that. Go up. I hate the bio. Extreme pocket bullies, world famous studs, shipping worldwide.
I'm obsessed with these dogs.
Come on,
Dan. Click the one I just sent you, because this is like what they'll do is when they're breeding the dogs, they'll do like posters to like preview the upcoming puppies. And this one's so good because it's one of the dogs is named Tita and one is named Homicide.
Oh yeah,
this is like coming soon. Like, look at this fucking poster.
Are they fighting?
No, they're fucking each other, and then they're gonna sell the puppies.
Yeah, this is a sex poster.
This is a poster like, for the two dogs having sex with each other.
Oh my god, not Tita's bully house.
This is like if they advertised live sex shows like they were a UFC event.
Yeah, Homicide.
Sunday.
Homicide.
It's Dennis versus Ruby.
So I think so the idea is they do this to be like, hey, like, we're gonna have some puppies coming up. And
whoa, she's a 2-time chumper.
Yeah, which a grand chumper or a grand champ chumper, maybe
a grand champion chumper. It looks like. Yeah,
not sure what that is exactly.
I'm sorry, but these dogs are terrifying.
I know
you can text Stefan. You should text them right now. It says text.
I mean,
look,
look,
hello. What's the
I follow
what's
them
the
on
word
Instagram.
on the homicide X Tita puppies?
I specifically follow them for when they post the posters like this, because this to me is like the funniest thing in the world, and I'm just
it did say it was like at Venom Online and then at Boner.
Oh, did it say that?
Yeah, what is that about with the dogs?
I don't know. I'm gonna see if I can find their actual website here, because I think they have. Yeah, here, TexasSizeBullies.com.
It looks like that's who made the poster, because it says like Boner Graphics, like GRFX.
Okay,
so you got to get into Boner Graphics to make your dog fucking posters.
Oh, they just look so crazy, man. Because like pit bulls already look kind of crazy.
Oh my god.
Yeah, here we go. This is what I'm talking about. Tri-State X. Is that Shanghai? Homicide and Coco. God, dude. Yeah, and I just
this
the fucking
nuts,
posters.
Dude.
So the one with the angel wings is a dog that died recently.
Wait.
If you scroll up, Dan, there's a dog, the angel wing one. Yeah.
Rest in peace.
Yeah.
Louis V. Line's Venom.
Yeah. So, but I'm just like,
damn, the entire line is dead.
I think they all died. Yeah.
God.
They were all on the same plane, which they're not supposed to be.
Fuck.
God. These.
Oh my God. Yeah. This is absolutely insane.
Mr. Pop. Look at Mr. Pop.
Oh wow. Mr. Pop.
Oh, Mr. Pop.
Another dope banner made. You need a banner? Send me DM. Original banners, not copies.
I swear to
God, I made these banners.
I kind of want to get some banners from Boner Graphics.
It kind of looks like maybe Boner Graphics also owns the bully thing.
Well, I think he just works with them a lot, maybe.
I don't know, because then there's other ones where it just like it says like, oh,
he's like, bro, you got to do it on your own. Like, nobody's gonna make a fucking banner for you. Like,
yeah,
like, nobody's gonna make puppies for you. You just put the dogs here. Nobody's gonna do that for you. Nobody's gonna do. You gotta do stuff on your own.
What are this guy's prices? I wonder.
That's what he says.
We gotta get one that looks like we're fucking to have
because I was also thinking
like a stunted podcast.
I don't know what his turnaround time is, but how fucking funny would it be to make a poster?
It looks
like
immediate.
This?
It looks AI.
I think it looks pretty. Yeah, but how good it would be to get a poster of this made for Tom and Demi's wedding, which is in like 2 weeks.
That'd be really good.
If
Tom
I did
X Demi.
Oh my God. Okay. I mean, I might just get it done anyway, even if it. Okay. This is all right. All right. Boner Graphics. I'm bookmarking that.
Boner Graphics.
Oh,
bookmark it.
Yeah, but Gavin, follow both those accounts on Instagram, because it's just such a nice thing to see once in a while.
Yeah, I do follow a couple of Pomeranian ones.
Yeah,
one in Brazil, and I've like asked how much, but it's like impossible to get a dog out of Brazil.
Yeah, I was gonna say that must be like shipping the dog up from Brazil. Yeah,
it's really hard. You gotta wait like a month with the dog once you get it. Like, yeah, so it's easier to get never mind.
You're gonna say a person.
No, I was gonna say a Nazi into the country, but like,
I mean both. Yeah, that's both.
But then I was like, it's really not even funny. I don't know what the joke is there.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah,
Nazis went there.
It's okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I'll go wherever the jokes aren't.
Sure. I don't want to be bringing that kind of Nazi kind of stuff up.
Of course. No, that's fine.
Yeah, we don't talk about that on the show.
That's my update.
Fine. Yeah.
Were you a Pomeranian guy before? Like, it was your partner's Pomeranian, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And now I would die. I would die for her, and I think she would do the same for me.
Of course, yeah.
But then that would make you really sad if the dog died for you.
Huh?
That would make you really sad if the dog died for you.
Did it save my life?
I guess if it saved your life, you feel very honored.
That's true.
I'd be honored.
Yeah. Is she in the room right now? Is she like hanging out at your feet?
She just left the room.
Okay. Doing her own thing.
Yeah.
Did you say thang?
I said thang, yeah.
Yeah, she's doing her own thing.
Yeah, I said that.
She's doing her own thing. My dog's doing a thing.
Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah. I said
That's fine when Gavin says it.
Yeah.
You go over, Stefan, I don't know if it really fits.
Yeah.
you go over to the Venom's bully house, you see that he's doing his thing.
Oh, of course, absolutely.
That's all he's doing.
John, would you get a mini bully?
Absolutely.
Would you fuck a dog?
Well, that's a different question. I feel like imagine that's what I'm doing here. I'm trying to be. I hate pets, but it's
the whole dog condoms thing.
Yeah. We did the dog condoms thing. We talked about. I think one of the first top threes we ever did on here was top 3 sexiest animals. I think, or was it top 3 sexiest cartoon
characters?
Cartoon characters.
That was the first top 3 ever.
Have we done sexiest animals?
I don't know if we've done sexiest animals, but yeah, we definitely talked about dog condoms with Gavin, and then shortly after that
was an early episode.
Yeah, very early, and then shortly after that, Graham Clark was doing his 24 hours of stand up where comedians go and write for them, and you just like put little like jokes in a bowl for Graham. And we had just done the episode with Gavin, so it was fresh on my mind. So I just wrote on a slip of paper, dog condoms, condoms for dogs.
Yeah.
And then Graham ended up riffing on it for like 10 minutes, and it was so funny.
I love that.
And it ended up being like a recurring theme throughout the show where like other comedians were writing stuff about dog condoms, and it really lived on in a very positive way.
That's really good.
I didn't even know about that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Just stole your joke, basically.
Yeah.
So.
Wow.
Well, no, it was ours, but so you're free to give it away.
On it,
I guess it was all of
workshopped
ours together. Yeah.
Yeah. If you touch a piece, we get a special thanks.
Yeah.
It is funny when you go write for that too, because it's like most of the time you're not writing like actual jokes. You're just doing stuff like that. Like you just kind of write a prompt that like Graham can read out and then kind of like riff on or whatever. But some comedians do not understand the assignment and just kind of like write like a really long thing on a piece of paper.
When a comedian does like do like a good one, are you like, they understood the assignment.
They're doing their thing.
Yeah, they're doing their thing.
Yeah. That's Stefan. That's my impression of Stefan.
That was good. I do talk like that.
Stefan's getting really into AAVE. It's kind of
it's because I've been watching old Peep This Out videos, and because if you watch the old ones, Gavin, I've talked to you about Peep This Out.
I like that you were saying I like that it's not like, oh yeah, I've been watching a lot of The Wire, or like I've been watching a lot of
Peep This Out.
No,
because he's saying it.
Fast food reviewer.
Yeah, they don't really talk like that in The Wire.
I don't know anything about The Wire. I just thought there was wasn't there kind of like one guy on there? Wasn't sort of Michael P. Williams' character on The Wire?
I'll tell you, Michael P. Williams.
Isn't that his name? Is that his name?
Williams,
C. Williams. Okay, yeah. I know he died. I can't. Yeah. Anyway.
Okay.
What?
What? Yeah, there's some black people on the show, John.
I made Gavin, do you
I just feel like those are the only clips of The Wire I saw was when he died. It was clips of his character, and I felt like that was how he spoke on the show.
Yeah. Michael Kenneth.
Michael K. Williams?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right.
P close enough.
Stefan just saying yes to everything.
No, I'm looking for
yes.
I'm just looking for I'm looking for an image I made because I want to get Gavin's thoughts on. Do you know Yoda?
Of course.
You ever heard of Yoda, Gavin?
Yeah.
There's no try, only do.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah. This guy's heard of Yoda. I thought, Stefan, you were going to talk about Peep This Out. Now you're on a new thing.
No,
well, because I have a bunch of pillowcases that have that on there.
Oh, the Yoda stuff. It's like that. It's like cross stitch on the pillow. Yeah, okay. Yeah. That's nice.
Could you imagine?
You got it on an Etsy? Yeah. That's nice. Dan, I'm sending you
an inspirational pillowcase.
Oh, Dan, I sent it to you already. It's the picture of Yoda sucking his own dick. I want to see what Gavin thinks about that.
We saw this last week.
Yeah, no, I know, but I want on Discord. I just want to see what Gavin thinks of it.
Yeah, let me see what you think of that.
Yeah. Sorry. Okay, fine.
We'll have
let's see what Gavin thinks of it.
We'll have to blur it out.
I already know what I'm gonna think.
Yeah, we'll have to blur it out on the actual episode.
You know what you think without seeing it. You're like,
wow, that's crazy.
Wait, when does this episode come out?
The 20th.
The 20th. Okay.
Yeah. Wow, that's crazy.
Well, hopefully, I remember to blur this by then.
Yeah, remember to blur this, Dan. Isn't that great?
What the hell? The angle doesn't even make sense.
Well, he's got a very long. I think the implication is maybe that's extremely long.
Or the person is just not good at drawing like angles.
Well, this was an AI thing that I generated. So this is like
this was made by
It's
Boner Graphics.
Yeah.
It's I am uncomfortable. Wait, but this is what I really think. Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
It's like he's just holding an ice cream cone. I just don't understand the angle, really. But I mean, you didn't do it. I mean, you just prompted it. So
I also don't really understand the veins. Like the veins kind of look like the pattern in like a room that's trying to look like a Greek like banquet hall.
And who's he looking at right now?
He's looking at you, the viewer.
Yeah, this is a POV. This is a POV type thing.
You're
POV, you're watching Yoda suck his own dick.
I'm like, Yoda, why are you doing that? He's like, there's a lesson or something.
I think the nice touch here is that the pre-cum on the penis is green, if you look there. Kind of at the tip.
I'm trying not really to look at it.
Yeah.
Mostly.
And I didn't ask for that. It just knew to do that. So
yeah, you didn't mention pre-cum in your
at all. And it just assumed like, well, if he is sucking his own dick, there's probably some pre-cum, right?
So it's just so adaptive, and people have just like given it so much information that it just knows to do that.
It does. Yeah. It's incredibly. I mean,
definitely when I'm sucking my own dick, I pre-cum for sure. So
yeah, Gavin, is there something you would like to see Yoda do?
Anything but this.
Okay. All right. Okay. Let's see if I can. Okay.
Maybe just him being.
Be
like,
careful what you
nice.
wish for, Gavin. I'd be a little bit more specific.
Okay. Let's see.
Oh God, I don't even want to know where this is gonna go.
I'm asking for elderly nude Yoda bent over spreading butthole.
Great.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So let's see what happens. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's kind of.
I mean, it's not this.
That's kind of the same thing.
No, this is different. This is different. He's sucking his own dick in this one. This one is completely different, and it's probably going to give him a pussy also. So
that is.
Yeah.
Oh, that
which is so great.
Man.
Yeah. Yeah. So let's just give me a second here.
I like that Stefan has done this enough times where he's like, the AI is going to give the elderly Yoda a pussy.
It did. But it made
it
did. I can confirm it did.
Okay, no, I'm not gonna show you that one because it's just a human body with green hair. And so you can't even really tell that it's whatever.
You can send that one to me if you want.
No, it doesn't. It's not even that good. It's not even worth it, man.
Nothing worse than when your AI prompt about an elderly Yoda spreading his butthole doesn't turn out. Am I right, fellas?
Well, okay, hold on. Okay, wait. I'll do a better one. You guys carry the show. So
Gavin,
you
have a new comedy special out.
Yeah.
How much AI Yoda's in that?
None. If you YouTube Gavin Matts progression, it'll pop up. Just another plug.
Yeah, no, we gotta get the word out there. People gotta see. This is sort of like your life's work.
Yeah, it's only at 15K views, which is a lot if you think about it, but not a lot if you think about it.
We're gonna get some more views on it.
We're gonna get some views.
Now this episode comes out in like 2 weeks, so
yeah, it's okay. It's gonna be on there forever.
Sure, you're not taking it down. Okay.
Yeah. You kind of just gotta go there and like it and say something awesome. And
have you gotten any bad comments on it yet?
Oh yeah, I mean YouTube, right? Like,
I've been trying
horrible
not
people
to
on YouTube.
Oh, you've been trying not to look. Okay, well,
that's good. No, you don't tell him, John. Like
I won't tell him. I'm just gonna look.
Okay.
I like but I have replied to some people, but I maybe should be replying to everybody. But I've been posting like shorts on my own YouTube, because this is on All Things Comedy's YouTube.
Yeah.
And people will reply to that like on the shorts on YouTube quite mean.
I think because on the shorts they get it like recommended in their algorithm or whatever, right?
Yeah. They just get but then they say something instead of just skipping past. But on TikTok, it's way different. People aren't really mean.
Yeah, I kind of feel like I don't know TikTok that well, but the comments on there are generally a bit more positive
and funny. Like people are being funny, like they understand like the internet. But then on YouTube, someone is just like, "You're not a man," and you're like, "Okay."
What? There's some really good comments on here. This one's from Yoder023.
From who?
Yoder.
Oh.
I know. This is such a beautiful mashup of what the fuck, sad, funny, and truth. From what the hell to please more because yes, exactly.
Wow.
So,
I don't know what that means really.
Me neither, but it's pretty good.
That's positive, I think, though. Right?
Yeah, it does seem
It
positive.
sounds nice.
It comes
You're
off
making them
positive.
think. Yeah. That's good.
Yes, more, exactly.
Yeah.
You got a good one here too. Plus he's hot in a suddenly making out with your best friend around a bonfire kind of way.
Wow.
Oh, I actually do know about that one because
you replied to it.
My
said,
girlfriend told me about it.
Yeah, and you replied, "Did a bonfire write this?" Pretty good.
Yeah, it sounded kind of like bonfire propaganda. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I agree.
Bonfires are fun, but like,
I mean, this person mentioned them twice in a sentence. Really?
Yeah.
Wow, this one person definitely seems like they're probably like a reply guy. Like a lot of.
Yeah.
There's just too many words to even read.
Do you get like how often do you reply to comments, Gavin?
I mean, on my own thing, I sometimes, or I'll just like it. I mean, but I do reply. I mean, who am I to not reply? It's like I'm on my phone.
Sure. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I really don't even understand this comment. This is from Eat Pie. Yes. I want to sleep with Gavin if you catch my drift. And funnily enough, drift in Swedish, which is my first language, means drive. So my drift is to sleep with Gavin if you catch my drive.
I get it. Like they're driven to sleep with Gavin.
I don't really get it.
That's Swedish. I mean, you wouldn't understand.
Yeah, you're right. You're right, and you definitely look like you understand Swedish. So
That's a Swedish.
Can we get the picture of Yoda off the screen?
Oh yeah, sorry.
Oh, that's really good.
That's much better.
This is really honestly like
there.
a lot of these. A lot of these comments are all good. You know,
that's nice.
Yeah, that's nice.
This one's good. Hey, kid, there was a few LOL. Cheers from your heavenly brother, Charles Andrew Oyedele Ososami, Lord of the Apocalypse, on the 8th of November. Holy Apocalypse Day, 1429, in the revelation of God, the Son, Holy One, King Christ, the Grail, Zeal, and Soul of Jesus in the flesh, Holy Warrior, A38 Man of God, beat.
That's his name?
You know what that means?
That's the comment, yeah.
You know what that means? I'm going to heaven.
Yeah, that's kind of what it sounds
dude.
like, right?
Dude, you are in. You are way in on heaven.
What if like going to heaven was like American Idol, you know? They're like, this guy's going to heaven. You know what I mean? Like when they say that about someone's going to Hollywood.
Right. You line up and they're like, okay, so what do you have for us? And you're like, well, I lived a pretty good life. I released a comedy special. I think I was a good friend, you know, and they're like, I don't know, like Randy Jackson's like, that's
But Randy's
pitchy.
Randy's the nice guy, though. I feel like isn't he? Isn't Randy the nice guy?
He's a little bit dog.
He's like dog. You made some mistakes, dog.
Dog, you made some mistakes, dog. I know what happened with that one girlfriend, dog.
You got Simon Cowell. You know,
Paul.
obviously.
Yeah, he's just
Paul is the nice one. Paul is the nice one.
Paul. Yeah, she's like, let him in, and Simon's like, you're going to hell. You stink.
Yeah, exactly. Simon's
and then there's a fourth
I've seen
person.
a lot of guys like you before, and
is there a
I've
fourth
sent
person?
almost all of them to hell.
There's Ryan Seacrest, who's the host.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. He's just like, we're here with Gavin Matts.
Yeah.
My family's there too.
They're waiting for you outside. You come on. You're like, oh, I'm
sorry, I'm going to hell. They start crying. Oh, your sister's like, I'm going to heaven. I'll never see you again.
Do you guys believe in God?
Oh yeah, big time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure, bud.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking for sure, man. Fuck, love Jesus, man.
You know, I love. I think there's got to be something out there, you know. But I don't think it's like. I don't think it's God.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I told my girlfriend's grandmother that she's like a 94-year-old Italian woman, and she was just like, oh, okay. she just couldn't.
Yeah, because for her, like God,
she's
is
a 94-year-old Italian grandma. She was probably like, ah, mon Dieu.
Oh my God. Yeah, I don't think that's Dan. You're an Italian guy, right?
Yeah, that was just a little bit of a joke where I was fundamentally misunderstanding the Italian language.
Yeah, but French is close enough to Italian that it's not like
sort
that far
of, I
off.
guess.
You could make that mistake.
I can kind of understand both of them a little bit. So
Sure.
I couldn't tell.
Yeah. To me, it just sounds the same.
Mio.
Yeah. Dan is loving this for sure.
What is God? God in Italian is what? Dei? D-E-I? No, that's Latin.
Dan, what is it?
I don't fucking know.
You're the Italian guy on the pod.
Yeah,
Hey, you
Dan,
think
what the
I know
hell?
about God?
Well,
I think you know about Italian. Oh my God, in Italian. Oh, it's really good. It's Dio mio.
oh, that is good.
Yeah.
I do like that.
So like an Italian guy saying that, like Dio mio.
Yeah. Yeah. That's good. I like that.
It's honestly messed up what we did to Italians.
I know.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to edit this out.
Yeah.
What?
Well, blur out
My
the
parents
Yoda
hear
too.
this.
I'm gonna just say this every so often, just to remind you as you're listening through
come
the
on.
episode. Blur out the Yoda, Dan.
I'm in
No,
an
I blurted it out already.
interracial.
It's
I'm in an
okay.
interracial relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I dated an Italian.
Yeah.
And so you're
I'm
learning
just kidding.
the
I'm
language,
just kidding. I'm just kidding. Interspecies. You know what I mean? Italians are people.
Are you learning Italian at all, Gavin? Does your girlfriend speak Italian?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I'm not really learning it. I pick a couple of things up just off of intuition alone, but no, I'm not. I know. I was trying to do Duolingo a little bit, but I got distracted.
Duolingo is funny because I don't think you actually learn anything from it.
Definitely not.
No, it's just like a game. You know what
It
I
is. Yeah. It'll just be like, hey, do your Duolingo today, and then you do it, and you forget immediately.
And if you don't, this owl comes in your house at night and beats the shit out of you.
I hate the owl so much, man. So it is one of those apps where it's very not smarmy, but it's very cutesy, I guess, right? Because you'll have all the little characters being like, oh, you're like halfway through or whatever, like hurry up because I have to go skydiving. Isn't that crazy? It's like a little cartoon guy saying that. Like,
yeah, the owl's got a gun. He's like, finish your lesson. Duo's got a gun. He's like, finish it.
John,
Get
are you
right.
what would you recommend? Because you're a teacher. What would you recommend for learning a language?
Learn it before you're 5, or you're just probably kind of fucked.
Yeah, it's like basically impossible.
Yeah.
Point.
It's really it's really difficult. It's weird because like language acquisition, like some people are just freaks at it.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like you either speak one language or you speak like 5 because people it's like a skill they have in their brain where language acquisition is very easy for them.
I actually did watch a guy. He's a polyglot on YouTube.
Yeah.
And he's just kind of like fat white guy who's like young. And
Is
he's
it the
like,
guy who goes to Chinese restaurants and orders in
Yeah,
Chinese?
he goes to any restaurant and orders in the language, and he's got like a fucking he's got like a GoPro strap on him, and then he's like walking around. And it's like, oh, people are looking at him. They're like, what the hell? It's like, of course he's doing something. He's got like a fucking camera attached.
Yeah.
Like it's like at this angle, you know what I mean? Like somebody they use it's the same camera they use to longboard down a huge hill.
Yeah.
While speaking different languages.
But then he'll just order. Yeah, he orders some fucking shit with on some ni hao, and then everyone is like, what the hell? You speak that? That's pretty good. And then they all leave at the end and he's alone.
Well,
it doesn't matter how many languages he knows. Sudanese, whatever. He's always alone.
They'll do the thing where he orders it and he'll kind of he'll zoom in on someone in the background being like, what? Oh my God, white boy, they're very impressed by it. And they'll do a slow-mo replay of someone being impressed by him.
Does he do the thumbnails of white guy speaks Mandarin?
It is. It is that sort of thing. Yeah. But
it's like an Andrew Schultz thumbnail of
it is entertaining.
Comedian breaks down Israel Palestine.
Which you'll be
I'm
doing
here at
later
Madison
on the
Square
show.
Garden, which I will be playing for the first time next month. Get free tickets right now by going to andrewschultz.com. All right, so I've been looking through these tweets.
Yeah, literally. Literally, it's that.
It's crazy. I don't know anything about Andrew Schultz, to be fully honest, but I did see that he's doing Madison Square Garden coming up. And the whole thing was that he's telling his dad that he's playing Madison Square Garden because they used to go to basketball games when he was younger or whatever. But he walks his dad out onto the court at Madison Square Garden. So it's what does the dad think is happening though? He's like, Dad, I just want to say, you used to bring me here. And I used to say, I'm going to play this arena.
You think maybe the surprise was spoiled?
Well, yeah, because the dad, and he's like, and he goes like a minute story, and they're showing pictures of him as a kid going to Knicks games or whatever.
But then it's also like, so why is this filmed?
Yeah, exactly. There's cameras there. They're standing at center court in Madison Square Garden.
Okay, so if this was like just for me, then why is this filmed? When people are like, I did it all for my family. I'm like, so do it for them.
Yeah.
Shush.
Well, it is like the guys who would go around and like donate money to like they'll give money to homeless guys, but they'll be filming it the whole time, right? And
yeah, it's the same.
Our friend
I
DB,
do that.
Of course,
I always have the money on a string.
Our friend DB had a bit where on Twitter he did like a 20 post thread, and it was a different picture in every post. And it was him like, he's like, I'm going to go give some money to a homeless guy today. And it's like a picture of him driving to the bank, and then a picture of him walking up to the bank, and then a picture of him at the ATM, and then a picture of him taking $20 out of the ATM, and then a picture of him walking back to his car, and just like so on and so forth until eventually it got to him like giving the money to, it was, yeah. I mean, it's a good bit. DB's a classic poster. You know?
Yeah, that's a good bit, and I think the person who loved that bit the most was the unhoused man he gave it to.
Well, I don't think he actually gave it to a homeless guy. I think the bit ended up becoming that he just kept
that's
going
why Stefan
and going
liked
and
the
going.
bit the best. Stefan's like, that's actually a pretty cool bit. He didn't give the
No,
money
I actually like it. I actually like it again now.
Yeah,
I didn't like it when I thought that he gave him someone
no,
money.
He didn't. I think the bit was that it kept going and going, and he kept having stuff like stop him from doing it, and like so. Yeah. So
good.
A homeless guy didn't get any money out of this. I just want to be clear. 100% clear.
No, they don't have a lot. And I think that's kind of the that's one of their whole things.
Yeah, is not
that's
happening.
their thing.
Well, as I would say, yeah.
All right, well, I think it's in the best interest of both of you to cut this sort of discussion off right now and move on to our social media updates.
Well, we could talk about what dogs we would fuck.
Now let's move on. It's time to discuss what popped up in your feed. Who are you following? What did you see? Sports or politics, tweets and skis, hot takes on the TL or fast food freaks. It's our social media update.
Gavin, we always like to start with the guest. What's going on your social media?
Well, I had a really good one. I wanted to share this account that I love on Instagram that just like post very like unhinged like videos from like all over the world that you're like, how did they get this from like Myanmar or like Russia? It's called crisis acting. I'm sure some people know about it, but I think it's like it must have been like the account is like gone.
Oh no!
Right now, so it's like I just keep an eye out for crisis acting. It's really good stuff.
So what sort of stuff would they post?
Yeah.
Like
it's like like a missile blowing up a tank, but then it'll be like the next one's like some dude in a hut in like Taiwan, like singing into like some karaoke that's just like
right.
You know what I mean? That's like in a secluded area where you're like, how does he have electricity? You know what I mean? Or
right.
Like,
is it like one of those ones? The ones I like, and they're super fake, is the ones where it's like a guy building like a swimming pool in the middle of a jungle out of a bunch of like mud.
No, this stuff is just like it's very like anxiety inducing, just like footage from like
war
around,
zones.
War zones or like whatever you could could seem like.
Well, you said Russia, like Russian dash cam stuff is sometimes kind of hard to watch. Like
stuff like this,
Yeah. I remember seeing footage of just like a military plane that was like taking off, and then all of a sudden just like stopped and stalled and then just like fell to the ground and exploded, and it's like, oh yeah, like 20 guys just like died in that explosion, you know? But you're watching it and it's like it is kind of cool seeing the plane explode, but you have to separate it from
the thing is when you're on your phone, you know, like it's like
or you're just swiping through the
when you're on your like phone, you know what I mean? Like
do you have the folding phone? Oh my god, I love it! Oh my god, I'm so
reveal right there.
Oh, that's such a good reveal, dude. How is the folding phone?
Oh, it's really great if you like reading stuff like a book.
Oh my god, that's really wow.
Well, okay. I actually do have this phone. I've been using it for music and just like other stuff like
is that a Samsung?
I think I'll use it. No, it's a Google Pixel Fold.
Oh,
it's a hip hop 50 anniversary.
Wow. You got it in honor of the 50th anniversary of hip hop. That's maybe the funniest phone you could possibly have.
Well, it also came with a record player.
Oh my God.
No, it didn't. Did it really?
And a fake gold necklace that said, "It's all G."
Oh my God, come on.
It says you had to win. Did you win it? It says you have to win it.
Did you buy
online.
it on eBay?
No, you can't buy it. You can't buy it.
Wow.
It says it's an exclusive device produced in only 400 pieces. How did you win one? Did you actually apply to win it?
No, I didn't know it was that actually exclusive.
It says, yeah, there are only 400 of these and they're not for sale. Back in June 2023, Google showed off the exclusive device produced in only 400 pieces. The motive was the 50th anniversary of the hip hop genre. Google acknowledges its birthday to be in the summer of 1973 when DJ Kool Herc threw a back-to-school jam in the Bronx, New York. The limited edition Pixel Fold comes in obsidian color with a stylish laser engraving on the camera bezel that reads Hip Hop 50.
Wow. So where did you get it?
Yeah, I've been doing my thing.
I'm now seeing the necklace. Like you're not. It did come with the necklace that says
Do you
it's all
still have the
G.
necklace?
It comes with a Pixel watch,
get it?
a Pixel Buds Pro pair,
I would
and a
love to
jewelry
see it, if
piece
it's not
by
too much to ask.
Simone I. Smith, who is rapper LL Cool J's wife. That's who designed.
I would love to see the necklace.
It's all
if
G
you know where it
necklace.
is. If okay, all right. Oh my God, that's incredible. God, that's so good.
Yeah, this rules.
What is going on right
I
now?
love it. This is so good. I'm so glad we're doing video episodes like specifically for stuff like this.
Yes, this is crazy.
Okay.
It's a motherfucking D-O-double-G.
Oh my God. The briefcase.
If you're listening to this in your car or whatever, you have to go home and watch the YouTube of this because Gavin just pulled out a giant.
Oh, that's the record player.
It's a turntable case record player. It's all G chain.
Oh my God.
I guess, and especially because your name is Gavin. It's even
that's
funnier
true.
To have
Actually,
it's
It's
all
all
G.
good.
Wow. Oh my God.
Okay, so did you
that fucking
actually
rocks.
like enter this contest and win it?
No.
So what?
That's my friend. My friend works at Google. She's in marketing.
And so you just said, "Can I get this?"
I asked her. I kept asking her. I was like, "I want the Fold," because she uses that as her work phone. I was like, "I want that." And then I just got this package one day. I didn't know it was that exclusive.
Wow. And you didn't pay for it or anything? No way. Okay, let's see what these are going for on eBay.
It's all good.
That's really good. That's really good.
And I was like, why is the record thing in a briefcase? I said that. I asked her that.
Yeah.
And she's like, well, you know how like rappers, they always have a briefcase with them.
Yeah, always. They're always carrying a briefcase. That's what I'm always thinking.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Yeah.
I never thought of that.
What's it going for, John?
I'm trying to find.
Or is it even because if there's only 400 of them, there might not be one for sale.
eBay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gavin, you might want to look into this. There's only one for sale. It looks like on eBay, and it is listed for $1,400.
Wow.
And that has bids on it, so like people are wanting.
It's actively being.
But
bid
the
on.
phone is more than that.
I was gonna say the Pixel Fold is probably pretty expensive.
Is
it's
it
new? Right? It's like 2020.
Yeah, the Fold it costs it's like a $2,000 phone.
Yeah,
is it?
It's an expensive
okay,
phone.
well then never mind then.
Well, look, the unlocked Pixel Fold with like everything.
Yeah.
Is selling for $3,500.
How does it work? Is the screen on the screen like is the keyboard just on one side or is it spread across both?
Okay,
or
so look, so it's like here.
Yeah. Oh wow. Okay.
Oh, I don't know what that was, but so it's like here, right?
Yeah.
So like you can open it,
yeah,
and then you go like this.
Yeah. Man, that is cool.
It's a photo of my sisters.
That's sweet.
And
very nice.
And then look what you can do here. I can switch this screen around like this to take a selfie. So I can see the selfie actually.
Wow.
So I can see it like that and take a selfie like that.
Wow. That is cool. That's nice.
Okay, I didn't realize the folds themselves were so expensive. So it's actually you get a deal if you want the fold phone. Although maybe to sell the whole like case or whatever is probably pretty expensive.
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah, if you sell everything together with it,
you don't want to sell. You want to keep it.
So I guess that's kind of my update.
Yeah,
that's a great update.
Ended up being
that's a wonderful update. I love that.
Yeah, great update. Stefan, what's going on
my
your
update
social media?
Is I have a video that our friend Demi sent me this video. Maybe it was Tom.
Oh, that's
one of them
never a good sign. I hate that sentence. Actually, it's one of my least favorite sentences.
This is just very funny to me because my old roommate's dog used to poop in the same way up against trees, and this is. Do you have the video, Dan? Well, there was you got to blur out the Yoda that popped up there briefly.
No, it didn't come up on screen. It's fine.
Okay, I saw it, but that's okay.
That's not hip hop. That's not hip hop.
This is
is not all G. This is decidedly not all G.
This is a dog pooping on a window, and it's,
this all B.
This is so funny. This is really funny.
Oh, that's nasty.
It's so funny.
That is kind of funny.
It's so funny.
And
Come on.
Of course, it would be like a fucking labradoodle doing it.
Exactly. It's that type of dog.
The worst dog alive.
God, it's so.
So
funny, man.
you were saying your roommate's dog used to do this?
Yeah, I don't. Did you ever meet Tubble?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you met Tubble a couple times.
Definitely.
So
he was the early days when I first knew you.
Yeah. So Tubble was great. Rest in peace, Tubble. Great dog. He would. Go up against, there was a big tree outside our house, and he would back his entire ass up like flat against the tree and shit against the tree, and the shit would like mushroom out the side and just be flat against the tree.
What's the sort of evolutionary?
I have no idea. I truly don't.
People hate that.
It's so, yeah. He would
People
also
hate when the dog's in the trees or the flower bed that's on the sidewalk. They're like, dogs kill this.
Yeah, from like peeing and pooping.
It's like, okay, it's like a tree in the middle of a sidewalk. Who gives a fuck?
He would also shit in our neighbor's hedge once in a while, and like the shit would be like hanging. It would be like inside the hedge, like in the middle of the hedge. And it was
how old were you when this roommate had this dog?
I would have been. Well, when did we start Real Good Show, John? I would have been like
8 years ago.
early to mid 20s. Yeah. So he was a great dog. He was a very, very nice dog. But yeah, he would shit in like the funniest way imaginable.
So apparently it's a marking behavior because the dogs have scent glands in their anus. And so when they poop, I guess it also like secretes something from the scent glands. And the reason that they do it on the tree is because the higher up the scent is, the better it, or the more likely it is to be carried by the wind.
Okay.
So like, because I guess if you just like shit on the ground,
it'll
some of your scent gland is in the poop, but then it's on the ground. Whereas if you put it up a little higher, then it's
so interesting to know what the dogs are thinking.
Yeah,
they got a lot going on up there apparently.
Yeah, you got to see if Yodi does something like this. You got to watch out for her.
She does like pee, and she'll almost like do like a it's
handstand?
like she's doing. Not that, but it's like a skateboard stall kind of. But yeah, I have seen like
you see Chihuahuas doing the handstand thing. I've
seen a Pomeranian doing the handstand pee. It's always a boy though. She's a girl, you know.
Okay, yeah. I'll say the thing I like about Pomeranians is that they do walk in maybe the cutest way a dog can walk, right?
Yeah, like
where
they're little. Tink, tink.
Yeah. Oh my god, it's adorable. And does Yodi do that? I assume she does.
Yeah, she walks really cute, and she's not disgusting like these labradoodles. These people.
I mean, this is look at this. This is gross.
Shitting on a window.
Yeah,
these labradoodles are the worst dogs ever. I hate them. I hate them.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
How do you guys feel about doodles?
I mean, I feel like
opinion.
I don't hate them as much as you do.
I hate all dogs equally, aside from huskies and malamutes.
Yeah, John's not a dog guy.
Those are the only dogs.
John,
what's
going on?
I mean, I guess you must hate what's inside me, John.
I do. That's why I've always had a fundamental issue with you. I'm like, Gavin's got that dog in him, and I don't like it.
No,
it's all G.
Dan, can we get this off the screen?
Can you play it one more time, Dan?
That'd be.
I'll play it one more time. Here
Thank you. Yeah.
I'll say my favorite part about Pomeranians is that I can put them in my purse.
Well, I was actually going to ask you, Gavin. Do you carry Yodi in like a bag if you go like on the subway or something?
I'll just carry her in my arms.
Yeah,
but she's a pretty good walker. She can fetch too.
That's good.
Oh.
That's nice. That's what you
I feel
want.
like a lot of Pomeranians, they can't do that, right? Or they don't do that.
Well, most people, they don't know how to connect with an animal.
True.
Yeah.
So what's your update, John? What are you doing?
Just a short. I just got a short one for you guys this
Okay.
week. No
Okay.
video, no
Yeah.
nothing. We've had past guest of the show, Annie Rowerda, who runs the Depths of Wikipedia account.
Yes. Great account.
Great account at Depths of Wiki. Very funny. And just had a really good, sometimes I like all of her posts, but sometimes there's one that just really hits. And so this one is from the Wikipedia page for the rapper Ludacris. I guess we're on a sort of hip hop theme here.
Yeah.
Speaking with MTV's hip hop show Direct Effect in 2000, Ludacris explained his stage name was a play on the word ludicrous.
Oh, that's
So pretty good.
yeah.
Because his name is Chris,
It makes
right?
sense.
So that's
yeah,
the
yeah,
like,
of course. Yeah.
that's, I guess, the
Yeah.
whole thing. But again, it's just sort of a like, yeah, we knew that you were,
yeah.
we knew that. That's
Yeah,
what
it's
you were.
very like his name is very like battle rap wordplay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Big time. Big time. And it's also just funny because it does make me wonder if like MTV asked the question, like where'd your name come from?
Yeah.
Did you see that battle rap that just went super viral of the guy breaking down the guy's name?
No, I assume Dan did because Dan is a battle rap guy, but
I don't know, but I probably know the people involved.
Yeah, I can't. I'm blanking that I forgot, but it's so funny because they're making fun of the person's name and then they like say something about it, and then you kind of as the viewer don't understand what's going on, but you see that everybody at the battle rap thing because they're really plugged into it. They're like,
yeah,
Oh yeah, this is from the Don't Flop event that just happened. I think.
Don't Flop.
Yeah, it's a
Wow.
UK.
Okay.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
British too.
Do you
Okay.
have it, Dan?
Yeah.
Can we watch it?
I don't know if I'm gonna be able to find it.
Oh, okay. You
Well,
just
that's
saw you went on your rap battle forums and people were talking about this Don't Flop event.
Yeah. Well, no, it took me a second, but I remembered about this now. Here, yeah.
Don't Flop.
I'll see if I can find it.
I feel like every day I'm attending
Hustling?
a Don't Flop event.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
Same here.
Yep.
Dude.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, I'm
Yep.
going up on stage again. Better keep it together.
Yeah,
Although
don't
Gavin,
flop.
you said you're never even performing with these sort of like amateur comedians anymore. So what is there to flop,
Yeah, I mean, I guess just I'm when I'm flopping, I'm talking about my own self.
Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah.
I feel like I never flop, so I don't even think about it. I'm just always crushing,
Yeah. Well, you
Hammer
guys are
time.
great. You guys are great. Dan's never flopping either. I'm flopping less and less. I feel like I'm trying to flop less. So,
Dude, I have noticed lately.
Yeah?
you have been flopping less.
thank you. That's so nice to hear. Thank you, John. I really appreciate that. Yeah.
That's kind of all you can do.
Well,
in life.
it is. It's tough
flop
because
less.
it's tough. Yeah, it's tough because on our morning Twitch streams, we were watching old episodes of The Price is Right, and it was like super easy content to do because you're just watching Price is Right. And then we were like, oh, we were told you can't do that anymore because I guess it's like copyrighted material or whatever. So we've been doing.
It definitely is. Yeah.
Shut up. We've been doing We've been doing like tier lists and stuff as well.
Oh yeah, and that because no one else does that.
No,
so
I
it's
know,
kinda
but
cool
but
that you guys are doing it.
That's such fucking easy content too. It's great. So
Yeah.
trying to flop less.
Yeah.
John, you got a segue for us?
Well,
Setting you up for the segue.
speaking of flopping,
Okay.
let's move on to our block tail.
Yep.
What did you tweet? You brought receipts, Blocktail. Woo! No longer can see their posts. It's a Blocktail. Woo! You probably deserved it. It's a Blocktail.
I feel like you're really connecting with the themes, Gavin. I feel like you've been in
I
the
love
zone.
music. I'm big music.
Yeah.
I love music
Because you have the record player, right?
Yeah.
I'm a big music guy.
I think you should definitely start carrying that around NYC.
Yeah, I'm obsessed with this stuff.
That's New York City
music.
for any of our listeners.
Yeah, some people
Yeah.
maybe don't get that, but that's
Yeah.
in New York City.
NYC, home of the bodega.
The bodega
The
cat.
Bodega Cat And the bodega
was also like a clothing brand for a minute, right? Wasn't but with the like E's on either side of it, it was like ENYCE.
Yes, and it's also a restaurant in Vancouver that's Spanish tapas.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, okay.
NYC is apparently owned by Puff Daddy. I didn't know that.
Wow.
Yeah, he's got
it's
a lot.
owned. It's owned. It wasn't established by him, but he now owns it. It still exists. I thought it was definitely dead, but they're still doing their thing. NYC. Gavin, you're still doing your thing online. What's your blocktail?
Well, this is what I was trying to find is what I wanted to talk about is how on Twitter you could see everybody that has blocked you.
Yeah. Is there a way to do that? Because I know you can do everyone you've blocked.
No, yeah,
there
was a thing where you could show everyone that has blocked you, and I remember going through that and being like, "What the hell? I know them."
Yeah, been there. Yeah.
Well, I feel like we're getting less and less blocks from Twitter now because like people have just kind of stopped using it.
Yeah, and I also, speaking of blocks, it used to mean so much to me is getting blocked.
Sure. Yeah. But now you're maturing a bit now, right?
Yeah, I think as I get older, you stop trying to get people to block you. Like I'd been blocked by Jan Arden. I've been blocked by some sports people. I've been blocked by OJ Simpson. Chris D'Elia. I've been blocked by people, and then now it's not so much blocked as it is blocking.
Right.
I'm more blocking.
You're out there blocking people.
Yeah, and basically, as I'm rambling, I'm telling you, I haven't really been blocked lately.
Well, you told the Chris D'Elia story. You told the Smash Mouth story.
Did you tell the OJ Simpson story?
Yeah, you haven't told us the OJ Simpson story.
Oh, okay. So OJ Simpson blocked me because
the football player.
Yeah, the football player. He blocked me because he tweeted about the vaccine.
Okay.
And I quote tweeted it, and I said, "I'm surprised you don't call it the jab."
Yeah,
that's good.
And then I said, "Because you killed your wife." But that's not so much a story as it is just like a, kind of like a brief.
That's good. That's all this is.
That's what a lot of these are, though. Yeah. There doesn't need to be some complicated story.
In fact, I think it's better to just be like, here's like 5 seconds of like this. I just insulted this guy, so I said to him, "That's it."
Because I remember it being
you don't need a story.
Some big back and forth. That's what
we've had.
It's just because you. That's what you have had in the past.
Yeah, but you can do super short ones too. It's honestly like it's not important. But that was good. That was funny.
That's really good. I think what I'll say why I think it's even better is because like people have to be saying that to OJ all day.
Yeah.
Right. So there's no way he's blocking everybody that says you killed your wife. So
you did
it in a way where it like shook him. Where he was like, "Oh fuck! Like I gotta."
Yeah,
I know, and that's kind of not the kind of person you want to shake.
No, that's true. Also, yeah,
someone that might have a knife.
Yeah. Wow. Well,
it's California, I think, right? Your paths probably aren't going to cross anytime soon.
Yeah, I think you're safe,
I don't know. I feel like he's probably in Florida or something.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, he could be. I mean, I think you're fine. I think the nice thing about this is like, it's a short block, but it is good to keep in mind also for like the title of the episode, because now it's Gavin Matts versus OJ Simpson, and people are going to want to listen to that. So it's great.
and then they're like, I waited.
That's the other part of it too, is sort of pulling the rug out from everything. But
also, what a beautiful name, and it kind of reminds me of how I came to hear of OJ Simpson.
Yeah,
through the trials.
Yes. Sort of as I grew up, I kind of remember. Remember this figure.
Yeah.
Being in court.
Yeah, for jabbing his wife.
And a waiter. And her friend. Yeah.
Can't leave Ronald out of this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Forget about Ronald.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Sometimes we do make that mistake. No, I think Gavin, I think people will get all the way to your block tail expecting a big story, and then you'll say what you said, and they'll be like, you know what? It's all G. I think they'll be totally fine. They'll be like, whatever. Yeah, that's a good blocktail.
Are you gonna? Can I ask you, Gavin? Are you gonna take that necklace off immediately after we're done recording, or are you gonna keep it on for like an hour or two?
I'm gonna keep it on for a little bit.
Okay, nice. Do you think your partner will like that, or really not like it?
I mean, I was wearing it for like 2 days.
Okay, and then she told you to take it off.
I was like, nah, like I might fly you out, you know.
Oh my god. Well, we've got a good listener blocktail as well, and this one I will say also of the quick variety.
Okay,
just a fun little quick one, and also related to murder, to be honest. So kind of a fun one here.
Wow.
This one is from Brady. Hello, boys. Not sure if you have the insurance company Liberty Mutual in Canada. I don't think we do.
I've heard of them, but
I've heard of it, but I don't think we have them in Canada.
Oh, I know what it is. Liberty.
Oh yeah, so
that's
you're an American now, basically.
That's a jingle. You guys have heard that, though.
Do you know the character of Liberty Mutual, Gavin?
You know, there's all kinds. There's these annoying commercials where they're like in front of like the Statue of Liberty, and it'll be like a different person each time.
Okay. Apparently, they have like a mascot, so I didn't know if you were familiar.
Is it like a
with
duck or something?
No, it's an emu.
Oh,
They call it the Lemu emu.
That's a duck that got hit with like a grow ray. Emu is basically a duck, I swear.
Honey, I blew up the duck.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we don't have Liberty Mutual in Canada, but as you suggested, Gavin, Brady says they have some awful ads starring their mascot, the Lemu emu, and his human counterpart, Agent Doug.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So Brady says, I was served a promoted tweet from the Liberty Mutual account that said, what should I get the Lemu emu for Christmas? I replied, a bullet to the head, and was immediately blocked and permanently banned from Twitter for threatening the life of a fictional flightless bird.
That's really good.
I hate that bird, too, because I hate whenever they put sunglasses on an animal.
Yeah.
Oh, it's got sunglasses on.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look it up right now.
He's got
take a peek at
I think he's got a badge too. He's
yes, he does. Yeah, because he's with Agent Doug, and he looks like he's like wearing like the cop like badge around the neck or whatever kind of.
Oh yeah, that sucks.
This is not.
That fucking sucks.
And it is wearing sunglasses. You're right, Gavin.
Yeah.
So that's
I hate his ass. You think you could beat up an emu pretty easy in a one-on-one situation?
I think it would destroy me.
Really?
No question. It would fucking destroy me.
I don't know how like heavy the necks are.
Because they're going to kick, right? Oh, you think you could just grab onto the neck and sort of like weigh it down maybe?
Yeah, or it like tries to swing its neck at me and I could just be like, and I would block it and snap it.
In one motion. Yeah, okay.
Well, I got some bad news here. This is from the Oakland Zoo. Emus have very strong legs, which allow them to defend themselves from dingoes, one of their main predators.
Okay.
They can leap quickly to remove their neck from the predator's reach, and they can kick with lethal strength.
Damn. Lethal strength.
Yeah. Because they're going to have claws probably too.
I'm
right?
I'm just regular strong too, you know?
Yeah, you're not emu strong.
No, I'm not lethal strong.
Yeah, me neither. And then Brady also finishes off with a tip here for the listeners and for us.
Yeah.
I made a new account that lasted for months until I typed the words, my old account got banned in a DM to a friend and immediately got banned again.
Wow.
So just a heads up that even DMs aren't safe these days.
So DMs have never been safe, you know what I mean?
No, but I guess is that a way, I guess, that they're using the AI to like weed out people? Us. Yeah. That's crazy, man. Great tip, Brady. Great blocktail as well. Thank you for sending that in. If you want to send in
for Brady.
If you want to send in the listener blocktail, you can do so at blockedparty.com, or you can fill out the form on our website. If you want to donate to the show, help us, do what we're doing, you can head on over to patreon.com/blockparty. $5 a month gets you access to 3 bonus episodes every single month. Last week we released I don't know if it's going to be a Hell Block or a Cull in the Herd. We haven't recorded it yet.
I need to find someone who's blocked me. I have the same problem as Gavin, where I think I'm like running out because I haven't been blocked recently. So
I got some. Anyway,
Okay.
Adam Christie is going to join us on the show for that. Another fan fave as well. So make sure you check that out. And of course, we will be continuing our D&D series as Jesse and DB from YKS join us for Dungeons and Dragons, which is going for the next 4 months after this one. And the first episode is already up. So you can check that out on our Patreon. You can also follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Block Party Pod. And you can follow us on Blue Sky and TikTok, Blue Sky and YouTube at Blocked Party, and on TikTok at Block Party Pod. And if you like the show, tell a friend. Okay, we are here at the end of the show, and that means it's time for the top 3.
3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1.
Uno, 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 uno.
Mustard.
3.
Socks. 2. Girlfriends.
Uno, 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 uno.
I got to make up little dances to these songs, I think. Gavin, what is your top 3, please?
Top 3 bad places to sit.
Oh, that is a good one. Okay.
That's really good. Wow,
Okay.
top 3 bad places to sit.
Okay.
Love that. Okay, Gavin.
I like a good top 3 where you don't have to look anything up for.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
just like, oh, yeah, I can think of some real bad ones. Okay, yeah, Gavin, hook us up. What's your number 3?
3 is a hotel lobby. One of the ones with like
Ooh.
lots of chairs. You know what I mean? Like this came from me thinking about how obsessed I am with like a bad seating arrangement.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like, you know, when you get to a place and you're like, oh, they just got like any chair they could.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they
Yeah,
don't,
I
and they're
like
kind
that.
of far apart
I
too.
love it. I love
Yeah.
it. I've been taking photos of them.
Now, are you talking like you're talking kind of like a shitty hotel or not like a shitty, but like a, you know, like a Holiday Inn type lobby?
It doesn't. I mean, in case you guys are gonna use a hotel, I mean, I love like even like a nice hotel that's like a huge, sparse, spacious lobby. Like,
Yeah.
it's just insane. Like a Hyatt that has like way too many different kinds of chairs. I like that.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about like a condensed bad hotel
Okay.
where
yeah.
there's like 5 different chairs
Yeah.
Yeah.
in a
Love that.
semicircle.
They bought the chairs at an auction. None of
Yes.
them are matched. You're like, okay, yeah, I see what you did here. Okay, I mean, this is going to be a great top 3. I can already tell. Stefan, what's your number 3?
I haven't sat on one of these for a while, but like just like a school desk where like the desk is like built into the chair and it's like a hard plastic chair and just super uncomfortable. You can never, they are sort of designed for you not to be able to actually be comfortable in them, it seems like.
Mm-hmm.
And John, I mean, I don't know if, you know, you're a teacher, so like, have there been any recent developments in those chairs, or are they still the same?
No, they're still the same. It's probably the same company. It's been making them for 100 years, and they're like, these are the desk people that we get. I remember they did a roast of me once. I was like the guest of honor at a roast.
Yeah.
And their whole thing was, because I'm a teacher, one of the other people on the panel was also a teacher, an elementary school teacher. So she brought a desk and a chair from her classroom. And then I had to sit on it for the entire roast. Like, you know how usually the guest of honor has a comfy, like a sort of throne like chair. I had to sit in like a desk for a first grader for the whole and that was worse than anything anyone said about me. It was just like having to sit in that tiny desk the whole time on this little plastic chair. But the desks they're bad.
Yeah.
They're really bad.
Well, now in the States, they have like these kids, they got to sit in an armored tank, you know?
At least those are comfortable. A lot of room in there. Yeah. Okay, my number 3, I'm gonna go with metal bleachers.
Yeah.
Nice.
So you go to a sports game, they're made of metal. There's no back on them, so you're just like sitting there.
You can't really tell where to sit if the seats are assigned, which they are sometimes, which is awful.
Yes, exactly. So you're kind of like you can never really get your posture right. It feels hard on your ass. If it's even slightly cold outside, the bleachers are freezing.
Especially when they have like those little like indents on them.
Yes.
Like it's like just those like it's like 3 and then 3 on the in the middle, and then you're like after your whole leg and ass has that like embedded into
it's bad.
it.
And if it's like raining at all too, like the wet bleachers are just like
I try not to be sitting down on those. I try to be underneath. You know what I'm saying? Kind of kissing and stuff.
Gavin, what's your number 2?
Okay, my number 2 is a barber shop waiting area.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when you're just sitting on like a chair and you're kind of like, and maybe it's like not even the place you go to all the time. It's like the barbershop that like you go to, like if you couldn't get a haircut from like the person you go to.
Right.
So it's like a completely new territory, and the seats are like whatever.
Yeah.
And you're just uncomfortable and awkward and
it's a bad vibe. Yeah.
The vibe is no good. Yeah. Because they also like they've spent so much money on their barber chair. They're like, we don't have any money left over for where you just sit down for 5 minutes before we put you in this comfy chair.
Yeah. So that's my number 2.
Bad time. Stefan, you're number 2.
Number 2 is like on a train or like a bus where it's like the shitty like old plastic seats. Again, almost exactly the same as the school desks like setup, where it's just not designed for anyone to be comfortable in at all. I feel like you see it on like the subway or on the train occasionally, but just a shitty plastic seat on a bus or a train where you're just better off standing at that point.
I do understand the plastic. I mean, all the ones on the subway in New York are plastic, you know.
But so they're easy to clean, I guess, right?
Yeah, it's kind of disgusting, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I will say there is the older trains where the seats are like orange and yellow, which I do like that aesthetic more.
It looks
than
nice.
The newer ones.
Yeah.
There is those seats where they're like these ones that face forward, and then there's like the 3 beside this way. Then if you're in that corner of that L, your knees are like right next to a person.
Yeah.
That seat.
Those are bad.
Sucks.
Or any of the ones
sucks.
where you see it on buses too at the back where there's the 2 seats, the bench seats facing each other, and you're just touching the other person's knees the whole time, right? Like that's a bad situation too. That's my number 2. John?
My number 2, I'm going public toilet seat. You're just never feeling good sitting down on one of those, you know? It's like, and also, maybe this is a little bit of like a home improvement man thing to say, a Tim Taylor thing to say.
Yeah. Do the noise. Okay, thank you.
But it's like I enjoy that time in my home.
Of course.
When I'm in my home, taking a shit, scrolling my phone. It's a nice time. I got my bidet. I'm feeling great. When I'm in public, I don't feel comfortable with the seat. You feel like you got to rush because you're like, I don't even want to be sitting on this seat for too long. The toilet paper situation is going to be horrible. So you're already in your mind. You're like, fuck, this is going to hurt to wipe when I'm done this. Just everything about that experience is not positive. So yeah, number 2.
And you do own a home.
I do own a home.
Homeowner.
Yeah, I do now. I told you, we were texting and I said you could come visit, and you're like, oh, don't like say that because I will. And I was like, yeah, you can. That's totally good. We got a guest. Come and stay anytime. Gavin, you're number 1. Worst place to sit.
The TD Bank.
Oh yeah.
Like specifically TD Bank because I see them all over, you know, and their seating is like in the middle.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's not even at the front where you can hide. They like put you in the middle, and that's fucked of them.
Yeah, because the people in line can see you. The people in the offices, kind of like around the branch, can see you. You're like in the middle of the pen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's bad.
Wow.
Yeah, I agree. Stefan, you're number 1.
Number 1 is that you're at like a friend's house to like watch, like say the Super Bowl or something, and they clearly don't have enough chairs, and so you're forced to sit on like a bar stool or like a high back chair or something. And it's just like so uncomfortable because the bar stool is just kind of like in the middle of the room, and everyone else is sitting on like, you'd rather sit on the floor at that point, I think.
Yeah, you ever steal a seat, you know what I mean? Like from someone that was sitting there and they kind of have earned that's their seat, and then you take it.
It's a whole thing. Man. Yeah.
And they're like, you took my seat. It's like, okay.
Yeah,
Nazi. You're a Nazi. You're
I think you're right too, because I think that one is also, it's the expectation. Because it's like, you think, oh, this is going to be fun. Like, I'm going to go watch the Super Bowl with my friends. We're going to make all this food. I'm going to get drunk. It's going to be great. And you're excited for it. Then you get there, and then they're like, oh, yeah, you're sitting on this commemorative folding chair I got at WWE No Mercy 2005.
Or worse than that. Sorry about this. You know, I'm a 34-year-old man with a beanbag.
Oh yeah, don't. Oh my God. Oh
yeah,
no.
you're in the beanbag, dude.
Yeah,
Enjoy the
can't do
Super
that.
Bowl.
Yeah.
I'd rather sit on one of those public toilets.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you have a public toilet around here I can sit on? Okay, my number one worst place to sit is the emergency room. The emergency room waiting room, especially in Canada, you can be there for 5 to 8 hours at a time. I think I talked about this on the show before, but I can't remember. But the worst emergency room experience I ever had was I broke my thumb and I needed to get my cast off. And so I called the clinic and they were like, oh, the surgeon is in the hospital that day, so you'll have to go to the hospital to get your cast cut off. And
what was wrong with him?
He was working that she was working that day, and they have cast clinics, like they have medical clinics where you can go in and get your cast cut off, but they told me to go to the hospital to get it cut off. So I go to the hospital and they're like, why are you here? And I was like, well, I need my cast cut off. And they're like, yeah, but why are you here? We don't cut casts. Like, we can, but you shouldn't be here. You should be at a cast clinic. And I was like, well, this is where the office of my surgeon told me to come. And she's like, that's crazy. You shouldn't be here. Like, you're going to get, like, it's triage in Canada. So it's just like the most serious people go first. So she's like, I don't know when we're going to get to you. And I'm like, great. So I sat there for 4 hours waiting to get my cast cut off. And in that 4 hours, like, the cops came through the waiting room. There was some guy who had drug overdosed and was puking everywhere. And I'm just like sitting there and he's just like puking all over the place. There was an old lady who had been wheeled into the hall by the emergency room and was screaming, help me, for like 2 hours. Like, I genuinely, it was the worst feeling. It was so bad. And also when I got my appendix out and I had to sit there in the waiting room for like 3 hours waiting to be seen. And it was the worst pain of my life. Ugh, bad. It's all bad. Anyway.
I feel like you're bringing too much like personal stuff to that one.
Oh, you think other people love sitting in the emergency room? They're like, I actually think it's great when I'm there. Well, Gavin, great top 3, great episode. Always a pleasure to have you on the show. Before we go, anything you'd like to plug?
Oh, please watch my special on YouTube.
There you go. Progression's very funny. Check it out. And people can follow you. You're just on Instagram at Gavin Matts, I believe.
Yeah. Instagram, whatever. Yeah.
There you go.
Gavin Matts.
Give Gavin a follow. Watch Progression. You can follow us on Twitter and Instagram and TikTok at Block Party Pod. You can follow us on Blue Sky and YouTube. This episode's available in video format at Block Party. You can donate to the show at patreon.com/Block Party. We'll see you back here next week. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.